what's going on? Brett here with Simple Preparedness. Today, I just wanted to bring you a short video. I've mentioned quite a few times that I changed up my EDC again. And this time I think it's gonna stay. I went back, of course, to TechSack 11 from Nutsack. What can you say? I mean, this bag has probably gotten more airtime than any other bag that I have. And there's a reason for it. It's a good bag. It's designed well. The materials are just top notch. It really is a good everyday bag. There have been a few changes to it. I'll spin this around, kind of show you what I carry in it on a daily basis. Some of the stuff is for my day-to-day, some of the stuff is for just if something happens to come up and I'm feeling generous or I'm in a good mood or something. So, with that being said, let's get to it. All right, so there she is. Just a phenomenal bag. I can't find anything wrong with it. It's a great bag. On the outside, I only have a couple things here on the outside. Back here, I do carry my Mac V tool. Very handy tool to have around. I also carry a little O light here, just for if I'm walking to the shop or going somewhere and I don't feel like, you know, carrying a flashlight or anything, I can just turn this on and let it hang and I can kind of see what's going on. In this back area here, this hasn't changed much. I still have the Atomic Bear pen, which I really don't need in here. I carry it in case I ever need that glass breaker, but honestly, it's not something that's essential. I carry my little Hattori flashlight, really good flashlight. This thing, on, off, that's it. Super simple light, works great. My zebra pen, use that pretty much every day. And a couple highlighters, which just make my job a little bit easier when I'm working. In the back, I still have the little notebook binder deal here. Got a couple cards in there, you know, one of those little folding knife deals, some scribbling paper. And that's about all I carry in the very back. Switching over here to the front, we do have this zippered pocket here in the front. These here go with my AirPods. These are actually replacements in case I happen to lose one of my little cushiony deals on the end of my AirPods. I'll have replacements in there, and I have lost them before and it sucks. So now I just carry replacements with me. Gum, always good to have gum. Keeps your mouth busy so stupid stuff doesn't come out. So I go through a lot of gum. I did put my little lock picks back in here just because, I don't know, they're fun. Sometimes you just sit around bored and feel like fidgeting with something, there's all kinds of locks around legally that I will pick, you know, permission wise. I don't just go up and start picking people's locks. I do have a couple AAA batteries in here. There's supposed to be 4. I think there's only 3 in here now. Yeah, because I already had to use one. I do keep lens wipes for glasses, phones, whatever. Again, another lens wipe. I do have some of the little Purell singles. Those come in pretty handy. Another Purell single. I do keep some of these little cards in here for, I don't know, sometimes I do take, I don't know, my camera with me if we're going out. And it's good to have a little card in there. I do have a GoPro that I will take with me from time to time. Just having an extra card always comes in handy. I do have the little toothbrushes with the little dab of toothpaste on there. You know, you're eating lunch, you're doing whatever. You don't want to walk around with stink breath. The gum helps. Toothbrush helps a little bit more. A couple assorted meds in here. Stuff for diarrhea, allergies, pain medicine. You know, your typical over-the-counter junk. And lastly in there, I do carry an ounce of silver sealed up in, you know, its little case. This is a generic round. This is one of their walk-in liberties. And the reason I carry this around, it's not, you know, oh, I may need to use silver to buy something. No, it's not. If I happen to be out somewhere and with the holidays coming, sometimes I get in a pretty decent mood. And if I happen to be out eating or, you know, stop to get some coffee or whatever I'm doing, and I happen to notice somebody just having a downright trashy day, I may take this and just, you know, kind of leave it on the table as a tip or whatever for them. You know, seeing something like that might improve their day a little bit, you know. And like I said, sometimes I feel a little generous. Not often at all, but sometimes. So that's the reason that's in there. It's not for any kind of bartering or trading or anything like that. And that's all I carry in this front little zipper pocket. Going into the main pocket, as you can see, I got a bit in there. Kleenex. Obviously, if y'all have been watching the lives, we are getting walloped with the flu here. So I always carry some Kleenex with me. That's work related. On this back side, I'm not going to pull all this stuff out, but on the back side here, I do carry just an extra knife. Maybe I left mine at home, who knows, but it's always good to have an extra knife. I keep a lighter in here. That's come in handy. I've had people that I work with lose their lighters or run out of fuel, and I always got a lighter handy. I do keep some nasal spray down here. Yes, nasal spray, not lip balm. If you watch the lives, you know the story. But I do keep this around. Again, it's about that time. You know, people are getting stuffed up and all this. A little whiff off this, open up the airways. I do have my shop key and my house key. I got a couple zip ties in here. We use zip ties a lot at work. And when I was going through redoing this, my little carry pouch that I use on my side when I'm at work. I had a couple loose zip ties just thrown in there, so I stuck those in here. I do have a cable for my vaporizer, and I think I got something else that uses this type of cable. I also have my phone, my phone cable in here. I got a little thing of these Rally Mints. Obviously, I've been using them. They do help you out. They give you a little bit of energy without like a massive crash at the end. And it's a slow kind of energy. It doesn't just hit you. It kind of creeps up on you and you gradually start feeling more awake. These are actually really good. And last on this side is, of course, my little mini Craftsman tool here for those scissors. Those are probably the best little scissors I've ever used. They are amazing. So I like to keep this in here just in case. I do carry a multi-tool on me most of the time, but just having those little scissors in there comes in really handy. Moving up over to this side. This is kind of my snack pouch over here. Got a Cliff Bar. Of course, always got my peanut butter with me. And that's a crunchy peanut butter Cliff Bar. You get some of that creamy peanut butter there. You can squirt it on. Oh, that tastes great. I do have quite a bit of drip drop. Even though summer's over, you still need to hydrate. And instead of just drinking plain old water all the time, pouring one of these in just to add some flavor, it doesn't hurt at all. And that's it for over on that side. Over here, I went with a much smaller battery bank. Have no idea who this is from. Not a clue. But if my phone ever does die, this will put a little charge on it. Enough for me to make a phone call or send a text or something like that. I do have the little Walmart poncho in here. We're apparently getting into the rainy season. It was raining most of today. It's just been a dark, gloomy day. But having one of these, just in case, it doesn't hurt. They don't weigh much of anything. They just take up a little room. Who cares? Better to have it than not, And of course, we had to slip in the hot hands. It's still relatively warm out, but just having those in there in case I forget them one day, having some of these extras in there, again, it doesn't hurt and they come in handy. I do have a little pair of nail clippers in there, which I probably should use, but that'll be later. I don't think we need to make a video out of that. So I do keep some nail clippers in there. And lastly, I have an extra coil for my vaporizer. In the event my coil burns up, burns out, whatever it does, I got a backup. I'll also carry my juice over on the side for my vaporizer. Other than that, I really don't carry anything else in here. So give me a second. I'm gonna spin you around. We're gonna talk about a couple more things and we'll cut you loose. Now, to wrap this video up, as far as taking care of your bag, it's gonna get dirty. that's just part of life. You know, if you carry it every day, it's gonna get dirty. Do not, under any circumstances, throw these in a washing machine, throw them in a dryer. You'll ruin the bag, basically. Take it outside, hit it with the hose, put it under your sink, run some water on it, just kind of wipe it, and let it air dry. It'll be fine. It's a really high quality waxed canvas. It's not gonna hurt it to get wet. Leather, y'all know leather can get wet. It'll be fine. As far as, I had asked the question one time, would I ever have to re-wax this? Now, according to Nutsack, you don't re-wax these. If you have a heat gun, you can put it on a low setting and just kind of, you know, a ways away. You don't want to burn the bag. You just want to heat the bag a bit. And doing that will start, you know, it'll get rid of some of the little scratches, the little scuffs. You'll bring your bag back to life. I'm nowhere near that stage yet. I've only had this bag maybe a year now, and I do carry it everywhere I go. It still looks good. I am noticing now where it rubs on my body, that's really starting to loosen up, get a lot smoother, getting a nice texture to it. So the bag is just going to develop character. The longer you have it, the more you use it, it's going to develop a lot of character. They're great bags. I actually want another one. So, but anyway, my friends, that's all I got for you today. If you're out there, watch out. Flu's going around. The world's getting kind of crazy. You never know what's going to happen. So, as always, be safe, be prepared. We'll holler at you later. Bye, y'all.